Okay, lighten up.
Speaking of females, it's listed as the possible main event. Gonna bring this one up next. We
And
know
we
what the
just
real main event's gonna be.
lost Walter. Okay, go
Oh,
Oh,
I,
oh, oh.
I,
Nice
was,
one. Like, what
I was like, man, he's calling James Walter real quick.
the?
Next up is Nikki ASH defending the title against Charlotte and Rhea. Um, I'm going with Charlotte winning this. Um, Nikki's had her little underdog run. I don't think it's going to continue. Go with Charlotte because I believe they will eventually have her and Becky. And if Becky is to come back, her versus Charlotte makes more sense because if you have Becky beat someone like Nikki or Rhea, it just seems like Becky's coming in just to, take somebody's spot. But if she beats someone like Charlotte, it's bulletproof. Plus, it's honestly a bigger match. Becky doesn't necessarily need a title when she comes back, but I do feel that Nikki as champion isn't going to be a long-term thing. Um, Rhea's had her experiment. Charlotte is the proven person. We're going with Charlotte winning this one. Ahmed?
I have no projections for this match. It's tough to call because I'll be honest, the Raw Women's Championship scene has been random as hell since Charlotte came back.
Yeah.
It's I could see any one of the three winning it honestly, and them continuing this feud. I could see Nikki winning it, and then Charlotte and Rhea having an off title rubber match or an finish
Yeah.
ender,
Yeah.
and I could see Charlotte winning it, and then having that one more last title defense versus Rhea again.
Same.
But the one person I don't think is gonna win is Rhea Ripley. Well, for a good reason
Same.
too, because honestly, Rhea as champion right now has proven it's not. How can I say this? Character like Rhea needs to chase the title, not just come in, demand the title shot, get the win,
Yes.
become champion. She needs to chase the title a little bit, and that has not happened since she came to Raw. So,
Oh, nah.
uh, yeah, just for sake of being, if I'm gonna say Nick is gonna win this one. I have a weird feeling. I'm just going with my heart. Mr. Blanton, what do you think?
I have to agree with Master here, and this is the reason why. I agree with Joe that Nikki Rain won't be long, but I'm thinking they're gonna keep it on her for a couple of months. I do agree that Charlotte, and really gonna have one more match, but this is gonna be the problem with Nikki Rain. They're gonna make her the underdog, so I'm thinking
Mm,
Nia Jax, Shayna. You might try to refocus Shayna again.
yeah.
She's gonna go against all the big heavies in the women divisions and win by skin in her teeth. And then when Becky comes around, that's where they're gonna probably refocus and restructure things, and maybe Charlotte gets the belt, and they do a program with Charlotte and Becky. This is like as like Royal
Survivor
Rumble around this
Series.
time,
Yeah.
stuff like that. If it's true that she be back around Survivor Series, so that's what I'm thinking. Nick is gonna be like the little summer fling, little fall stuff. Have some underdog type matches. She gets squashed, and she comes through and stuff like that. Now, funny you said about Becky. I saw some on Twitter a couple of weeks ago that I was gonna joke. How do y'all feel? One match, mixed tag team. Becky and Seth versus Bell versus Edge.
Who is it? Becky and Seth versus Beth and Edge?
Yes.
No.
It's silly, but let's not throw out the
is
realm of WWE doing that.
is Becky a heel in this situation?
That's the only problem with it. That's what I don't know. Someone was just throwing it out that I'm thinking like, how would they do that? You know, I think it wouldn't work anyway because of that.
I
But
don't think it
yeah,
would work in the climate they have. I think it'd be a great match if it happened. I think honestly, if it were to happen, if you wanted to build it this way, Edge Seth 2, they do an about face and Edge turns heel. Because I think Beth can work heel better than Becky. And if you did like a heel Edge and Beth versus babyface Seth and Becky, then that could work.
Yeah. That's a random thing out there. It just popped in my head when I was thinking.
I could be excited for this if I hadn't seen Becky and Seth in a team before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
already
right.
happened.
Baron Corbin and Last.
Yeah.
Lacey, yeah.
Yeah, it already happened. It wasn't that good. It's just
No.
Yeah.
you know.
But
Right.
they kept promoting him as two rebels with a cause.
Yeah, and this is not. And this might sound weird. Now I'm not pro or anti intergender wrestling, but it's just the whole mixed tag situation where the women have to wrestle the women and the men have to wrestle the men. It just does not translate into what you might perceive as a real fight, which is what wrestling is supposed to do.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, and here's my thing about those. I don't have a problem with it. It could be fine for a little special if they had that little tournament thing there or something on TV, but not pay-per-view because yay, Seth get knocked out and tag in Becky. Oh, let me walk and tag in my female partner, and it's just
very awkward
it just doesn't flow well.
It's exactly. It's the whole idea. I'm not saying remove those restrictions by any means. I'm just saying, but working mixed tag team matches within those restrictions is not.
It doesn't make it flow.
Yeah, the mixed match challenge worked because it was supposedly a sports tournament. It was not. There were no grudges in it. There was no someone wanting to kill the other person, so there was no other thing. But again, Seth and Becky together versus Corbin and Lacey. It only picked up once Corbin hit the end of days on Becky. That's
exactly.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, up to that point, it was like, women are wrestling the women, the men are wrestling the men. It's just it's a random thing, which supposedly for people who hate each other, you're not supposed to show that much restraint. And
it was for the title.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was for both titles, right? Yeah. Right, yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah, see? Yeah, I'm knocking you out, Becky. If I pin you, I get a title.
But he couldn't pin her, though. That's the idea. He hit her at the end of days, and now he has to go and get Lacey to cover her. It's just...
Yeah, see?
Awkward.
Yeah. But, no, I agree with you, though. Rita, she had her time. Oh, and maybe a heel Oscar in the future can be Nikki's also too. That was
I would like
but just Oscar in general.
Possible.
Or even though I'm not a fan of this current iteration of the character, but a heel Alexa, that would.
I think so.
Especially with the history the two of them have. It's
built in.
So yeah, that could be the next one. See that could make sense there. Yeah. As she done with Eva Marie, which we'll assume that'll be that'd be a SummerSlam match.
Probably after SummerSlam, I think the night after.
Yeah, post SummerSlam match. I think it's.
Yeah, she did beat Dewdrop, so it's like it's no point. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, with help from the doll though.
Yes, a wink.
Yeah, see.
Now everyone's talking about that. I actually missed that part. Did it look bad on TV? What did it look like?
No,
it was like a convincing wink.
Clearly tell the audience to see that.
Yeah,
it's a button, and then all of a sudden it goes. It flattens up, and it's like, huh?
Yeah. It's one of those warriors in the casket thing where. For us, it looked amazing in a way, like, oh my god, but the crowd, like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Crowd
it's a very confusing moment for the crowd.
Yeah.
If anything, it just looks like, Dewdrop is afraid of dolls.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just like Dewdrop, because I didn't see the wink, and I honestly did not care enough to rewind and see what I missed, so I was like, did she just notice that the doll was there, or did the doll materialize out of it?
I've been there.
watch the clip just so you can see how it looks. It's worth noting because I think 20 years down the line, it might be on like a botchamania thing or some sort of like, best of worst moments of wrestling. So just so you can say that you were there and that you've seen it, I'd watch it at least once just for the hell of it.
Yeah, and
Okay, okay.
Alexa placed the doll at the beginning, so he kind of figured something was going to be up because she just left it right there and it never moved. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. The whole match was kind of odd.
Yeah. So.
Thank you for joining us on the Outlaw Macho Drive-In. If you liked that video, please click like and subscribe to our channel for more content from the Drive-In. For full episodes of our podcast, you may look us up on Anchor, Spotify, or wherever your favorite podcasts are available. Just search for Outlaw Macho Drive-In. And if it's not too much trouble, would you help us out here? Spread the word, share. We would really appreciate it. Thank you. We love you. Bye.